Guys, welcome back to One Word. So I took a little bit of time off for One Word, and I'm going to separate it up, and I'm going to treat that as like this is season 2. So welcome to season 2 of One Word. And as you saw in the title credits, this one word is going to be health. A few things before I get started on this one. Full disclosure, on the way home from work today, I got pulled over, and I've been pulled over recently, and it's minor stuff, but this time I got a ticket. It's the first time in 5 years that I've gotten a ticket, and it's my fault. You know, you don't break the law, you don't get tickets. I was speeding, I was dazed out. In 100% truth, I was thinking about how I'm going to work on this video. Was in that drive hypnosis thing where you don't remember how fast you're going, you're just kind of coasting along, and it got me going 12 over. So when I had to pay that ticket, State Trooper was very pleasant, very kind, doing exactly what his job was supposed to do. He's not at fault, I'm at fault, and I understand that, and I'm not mad about it. I'm going to take care of my responsibility like usual, so I figured I'd start this video off with that little bit, because it's on my mind. Yeah, it sucks. And also, before I get started on this one word, I know there's been quite a few new members to the channel, new subscribers and stuff, so hey guys, I used to do a series called One Word, and a lot of people really enjoyed that. I enjoyed doing it. It was a lot of fun for me. It was a way for me to get some creative stuff out and try some new stuff, and reach out to some people that needed some one-on-one time with somebody who's been through some experiences and been through some stuff. And I'm a 30-year-old guy. I'm an engineer. I own a couple cars. I worked hard for everything I have, and I have some life experiences and some advice to give out to some people. So for season 2, this is going to be a little different, and when I started this channel, I kind of wanted to do that anyway. I wanted to break everything off into seasons, and I didn't quite get to do it the way I wanted to do it, but with One Word, that gives me an opportunity, because I believe a new season allows you to reinvent yourself every time. So if I make a season 3 for One Word, I get to reinvent myself, try something new, and I know this is kind of vanilla, kind of plain, but this new season is going to give me a new outlook and new outreach to try some new stuff, work with some new stuff. I'll have new camera gear that I'll be able to play around with and learn some new stuff with. And for everybody that's familiar with One Word, I'm back, guys. One Word is here again. I missed you. I missed talking to this camera. I missed having a chance to sit down and actually get some stuff out. And thank you for all your support with the last One Word series. And I'll go ahead and label that season 1, and I'll make a playlist to where I can kind of describe that. And one more short announcement. I know I keep saying that, and One Words I try to keep short, but this is the beginning of season 2, so let's go. There's another trip I have planned for after the Wagon Meet on July 14th. The weekend after that is a Dirtfish Rallycross Nationals in Sebring, Florida. I got a few friends down in Florida and down that way, and Ryan's down there. And my friend Austin actually hollered at me on Instagram and asked if I was going, and he kind of reminded me that, yeah, I really do want to go to this. So I'm going to push to go to this race. It's going to be a national event. It's going to be my first national event. This is his channel down here at the bottom. This is Austin's channel. Go check out his stuff, because he's another Civic Wagon dude. He's actually got some other projects too on Instagram. Follow his Instagram. That's it for announcements, except for two more things. Okay, 2 more things. Wagon parts. And a humongous thank you to the Skid Plate Guy. Skid Plate Guy on Facebook, Skid Plate Guy on Instagram. He's the guy who, of course, made my skid plate for the Fiesta. He sent me a whole box of swag today. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I wanted to make it rain, but he sent me that. He sent me this rad shirt. It's even in my size. So Christopher, thank you so much, dude. That's rad. That's so awesome. I will give these out to some of my friends out there at Rallycross, so be looking for these. And Christopher, thank you so much. Go check him out too, because he's got some killer skid plates out there, and I put it to the test, and I'm going to do a follow-up video of a review of, how it's been living with that skid plate. And spoiler alert, it's rad. I love it. Anyway, now it's on to the one word. So today's one word, like I said earlier, is health. So health, it's not just about dieting, it's not just about looking good, it's not just about being fit. Health to me is something very important. I've stressed this many times in my videos before on this channel that you only get one trip on this rock, and this is your chance. I want you to own your life. This is all you have, and everything that happens to you is a direct result from consequences to you, not outside sources. Like when I got that ticket today, I don't blame the world, I don't blame the cop, I don't blame my car going too fast, I don't blame the speed limit. It's on me. Like, I know I was breaking the law, I deserve a ticket. I understand that, and I'll be more watchful of my speed from now on. It got away from me. It happens. Same way with health. Your health is a direct result of what you put in your body. No one is force feeding you anything. You may live in a bad place, you may live with a lot of triggers, and you may have, a sweet tooth, but I promise you, if you put your mind to it, you can eat right. And that's something I haven't really been emphasizing lately, and that's something that I've been trying to flip around lately. My big thing right now is I'm not really on a diet, and I don't want to classify it as like, oh, well, I'm on a diet. I'm cutting out sugar and as many outside sources of processed food, fast food, anything that just isn't quite what my body needs. And that brings me to another point. Reading up on health and eating right a long time ago, I read a quote and it stuck with me, and I do forget about it. I do stress eat. I'm not any different than any of you. I come to a place, I go on vacation, I eat junk food, and that happens. I allow myself to have some treats, but I am sticking to this one. This isn't really going to be a diet necessarily, as it is understanding what I'm eating. The quote that I read, it says, you either live to eat or you eat to live. Depending on how you take that, the way I take it is, I can go every night and I go to McDonald's, and I could go to Sonic, and I can go to Taco Bell, and I can go all these fast food places, and I could just get junk food upon junk food upon junk food upon junk food. Or I could eat to live, and I could go make my own food and make healthy choices and put stuff in my body that's replenishing it and it's actually fueling it. Because back to my main point earlier, this is our only body. Like, of course you can get transplants, of course you can do all those stuff. You can have stents put in your heart, you can do all this stuff, and aside from things just happening like strokes, seizures, stuff that's out of our control, there's a lot that is in our control, and a lot that we can actually do to help ourselves make wise decisions about what you put in your body. The earlier you make the right decision to eat right and to eat to live, the longer and happier life you'll lead. Down the road, you're going to really benefit from eating right early on, and I know that to be true. There's no reason not to. The one reason you have not to eat healthy is just being pure lazy. And if that's what you're about, and that's not me. I'm trying to break that so bad. I spent a lot of my 20s being very lazy, and like my very first one word, being complacent and just not caring about the future and not worrying about it enough. But when I turned 30, I knew it was time to go. I knew that this is my body. This is what I do right now is going to affect me in 20 to 30 years, 40 years, hopefully, maybe 50 years. I don't know. We'll see. And my thing was, sugar was really bad for me. Like, anytime I had sugar, I just had a constant gut. Like, I used to drink Dr. Pepper all the time, having a couple a day, and then eating a candy bar, or just ingesting more sugar than I ever needed. And that was a bit of a problem for me. And if that's not a part of, if you're diabetic or you have glucose problems, it's understandable if you have to regulate your sugar differently. But for me, fortunately, I have the option where I can cut it out and I can reduce it to a great amount. And the only sugars I'm trying to get now is just natural sugars from like bananas and other fruits. Bananas and strawberries, I don't eat a lot of them. I'm eating them and making shakes out of them, and I'm working in a lot of that kind of stuff. And natural sugar doesn't bother me too bad. A lot of misconception. I'm not a health expert by any means, so don't take my word for the Bible truth. But one of the misconceptions I always had as a kid was, well, instead of Dr. Pepper, I'm going to drink apple juice, because apple juice is delicious, and I love apple juice. But if you go and look at the sugar content of apple juice, it's out of this world. Like, it's crazy. Like, you think, oh yeah, I know those naked juices. Like, I used to love those too, but they're just chock full of sugar and also the crap that you don't really need. And there's a lot of that in everything, and that's what I've been trying to regulate. And I've been trying to really pick apart what I'm putting in my body every day, because that affects me, and it affects my mood, it affects the way I feel, it affects my work, it affects my hobbies, it affects everything. Take that into deep consideration when you're putting stuff into your mouth and when you're prepping out your meal for the next day. Is whatever you put in here is what you're getting out. So you're putting in, for a lack of a better term, you're gonna get shit out. You put in good stuff and stuff that's gonna fuel you. It's like a car. If you put shitty fuel in, you're gonna run shitty. You're not gonna be your top performance. If you put race gas in, you're good to go. And that may not be the best analogy, but you get what I'm saying. But the main thing to me is making my own meals and not going in after frivolous sugars and stuff. So keep that in mind next time you're thinking about, what you put in your body and how you treat yourself. As far as, and I know that's been pretty heavily on nutrition, but the same goes for working out and exercising and cardiovascular. I'm not great on that right now, and I don't have a good excuse. I wish that I had a better work schedule so that I could go run in the morning or at least go walk. Something weird about the way I cook is I try to master stuff. Like, if there's something I really like eating, like a fun goal to me is to master cooking it. Like, I want to make it just perfect. And you may not be a master cook, you may not, be a cook at all, you may suck at cooking, but I've tried to get really scientific with it and learn pretty much going by the book. Like, if you go on the internet and look up a recipe, they're pretty easy to follow. I mean, some people have it, some people don't. I feel like I'm a pretty good cook though. The first thing I really mastered how to cook is I love steak. I love a good ribeye. I love that I can go to the store and get a pretty decent cut of ribeye, bring it home, and I can cook it myself. I mastered how to reverse sear a ribeye using a cast iron skillet. I can make it good. I like a good medium rare bloody steak, and it's The second thing I decided to master was chicken wings. I want to make hot wings, and I want to make them really good. And I finally got them down to where I've got them good and crispy and delicious, and the hot sauce is perfect. So if you guys want my wing recipe, let me know. It's super easy, but it's all in the technique about how you actually cook them. New gear coming in tomorrow or Friday that I'm super excited about. I just want to say thanks. Thank you all for all the support. Anyway, guys, this video has gone on way too long, way longer than my other one words. Literally been just talking to the camera, but I'm gonna go enjoy my chicken. And yes, I'm fully aware that chicken wings are not the most healthy choice in the world, and they're not the greatest, but they're homemade. I control what was in them. They're not fried. They're actually made with flour. I'm happy with it. It's my treat to myself. I like making them, and I've been perfecting them, so I'm gonna eat up. So next time, guys. Peace.